Hey everybody, quick video on Nia Long. So Nia Long, I think it was last year, or maybe the year before that, she went through a public humiliation because then at the time fiance IME Udoka, he embarrassed her. Okay, he did what unfortunately a lot of men have been caught doing. He cheated. Okay, she went through a public humiliation, but unfortunately, what Nia Long went through, if you poll 10 women, probably 10 out of the 10 experienced something similar or even worse. Nia Long took it very hard, but so does every other female, and sometimes males too. They take it hard when the person they love maybe was about to marry, or maybe was already married too, cheating on them, and they went through the same or even more humiliation than Nia Long. Well, Nia Long is back in the news because now she's taking Ime to court and she wants the judge to give her primary custody of their son together, Kaz. And why? She said because Ime is not doing anything to help support the son. Now, listen, guys, because we're heartbroken, maybe because even when the our mate doesn't help us with the child, they help us make. Does that give us the right to go to the court and say, "Hey, give me primary custody because I'm the one that's taking care of this kid anyway"? Maybe yes, maybe no. But we're gonna get more into this story, guys, right after this. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and share this screen with you right away. Let's get right into this story. Thanks, TMZ. So Nia Long, I want primary custody of my son with Ime Udoka. He's not supporting our kid. Okay. So the split between Nia Long and Ime Udoka is getting nastier. The actress is now asking for primary custody of the couple's child after she claims the NBA head coach has been failing to support the kid. Now, this is very vague, right? When you say support, do you mean financial? Do you need financial and emotional? Is he seeing the kid, not seeing the kid? Like, support is so generic. I would need a little more details on what she means by support for me to make a hard ruling on how I feel about this particular situation. But we'll continue. Long made the allegation in court filing in Los Angeles last week while requesting a judge to give her primary legal and physical custody of their 11-year-old son, Kez. Now, here's the thing, he's 11. So technically, and listen, don't get me wrong now, 7 years is a long time, okay? Technically, 7 more years, he will be 18. This kid already's been through a lot. And he's been through a lot because not that other kids haven't been through similar or worse situations. He's been through a lot because his parents are both public figures. And unfortunately, their situation happened before the world, and he is collateral damage as a part of that situation. So if I was Nia Long, and I had the money, like again, I don't know what she means by support, right? If I had the money, I would have chalked this one up to the game. I would have just go ahead and rolled out my next 7 years, let the custody be the custody, and I would have asked him privately, email. I would say, like, listen, you know you ain't giving nothing. let me just for the next 7 years or however many years claim this kid on my taxes because you ain't doing nothing for the kid, and let's just keep it pushing, right? But and only then, if he would have been like, no, I want to claim him 1 year, you claim him 1 year, then I would have said, okay, well, we got to go down in the fight because you ain't even giving me nothing to support him. But again, support is generic. I need to know exactly what she means by support, right? So we'll continue on. According to the docs, however, she did ask the judge to allow IME a reasonable opportunity to visit their kid to the extent consistent with the child's best interest. Again, that's a little vague, right? So is he just coming to see the kid when it's convenient for him and he's not being consistent? I mean, we need more here, right? Is he promising to come see the kid, but he's not picking him up and not seeing him on as promised? I don't know. A ruling on the petition has yet been handed down. IME has yet to respond. As we reported, the couple broke up in late 2022 after 13 years together, following allegations that IME had an affair with a team staffer while he was with the Boston Celtics as a coach. Okay, so that's those two together. Long had said at the time that the scandal was revealed that she was heartbroken, adding that it was all devastating to her and her family. And yeah, of course it was, right? Because who doesn't isn't devastated when you find out the mate that you thought you loved them, they loved you, y'all engaged, supposed to get married, y'all have a child together, then you find out on the back end that he's sleeping with somebody on the job. And now it feels like everybody knew but you. And now you're extra embarrassed because you feel like everybody was laughing and playing in your face and was supposed to be your friend. But meantime, they knew that your man was sleeping with some chick on the job and you didn't know. You found out through the grapevine. Okay. So IME, meanwhile, has since landed a new gig after the affair led to his ouster from the Boston Celtics. The 46-year-old just became the head coach of the Houston Rockets this offseason. Listen, guys, this whole thing is a hot mess. That's the best way I could describe it. It's a hot mess. And I feel like the two adults, this is Nia Long and her ex, IME, they should figure out the best thing to do for little man right there, the 11-year-old. Because this 11-year-old is headed to adulthood. He's going to be somebody's boyfriend. He's going to be eventually maybe somebody's father. He's going to be somebody's co-worker. You get where I'm going, somebody's neighbor. And when we have messed up kids that we're pushing out to the world, they become nightmares as workers, as co-workers, as neighbors, as everything. They just become menace to society. And don't get me wrong. So when you comment, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that he is going to become a menace to society. I'm just saying the better off we can put a child out in the world when we sort of release them, okay, once they're 18, whether they're going to college or the army or whatever it is they're going to do, the more positivity we pour in them, the more likelihood that they may walk out into the world being a better person, okay? So on this note, it's hard for me to give a hard stance on how I feel about this because everything is vague. The word support is vague. Do you mean financially, emotionally, or both, right? Consistent is a little vague. Are you saying that he's promising to pick up the son, but he doesn't come? Everything is vague right now. If I had some more concrete information, I would do a concrete judgment. So at this point, I got to be a little vague because the information is a little vague. And in my vagueness, I'm going to say this. I want Nia and IME to try to figure this thing out. But you could probably say, obviously, they couldn't, or else she probably wouldn't be in the courtroom, right? So on that note, if I was Nia and I couldn't figure it out with him, I would just chalk up the 7 years and say, you know what? God help me get through this next 7 years. Help me make sure my son is going to be healthy and good. And I would try to work it out that way. Listen, guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know what your advice is for Nia Long. Or do you think point blank in the period, she's doing the right thing? Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, thanks for watching and welcome back. Everybody hit that like button, and listen, guys, I will see y'all in the next video. Give me your thoughts on what Nia Long should do, or do you clearly think she's just point blank period doing the right thing? I'll see you later, guys. Bye.